All right, everyone, it's time. Women, lords and ladies, Jacob Otter speaking, and welcome back to another episode. A few people are new here, so just to recap, a while ago, like years and years ago, kamexri came out with their video all about the complete Gacha timeline. In said video, there was a particular comment that definitely irked me, which was the fact that they attributed the success of the Music Freaks entirely to the fact that it was voice acted. Not because the creator already had 500,000 subscribers. No, irrelevant factor. No, it was because it was voice acted, as if that was the first voice acted gacha that existed. As it turns out, I was not the only one who was irked by that. I was irked on a personal level because the musical had been out for a year and a month at that point. The Music Freaks had actually even started. In fact, the series is older than Rosa Claus's entire channel. But the comments were irked because a few of them knew about this particular series from an entire year before Music Freaks even came out. And that was Sapphire Wings. I looked it up immediately. I watched the first scene. I thought, wow, this has incredible potential. It's got some original artwork. It's got voice acting. It's got it all, baby. And yet here we are. With every passing video, the show got worse and worse over time, descending into the realms of fandom without really proper cause or even understanding of how the material would work, plot points being decided and then immediately abandoned, and a mystery that was built up at first completely ignored in favor of the Ultima Werewolf, and I am not kidding. So here we arrive at last at the end game, the final 2 episodes there ever were of Sapphire Wings. How do things fare? Are we going to get back to the original versions? Are we going to get back to when the series was good and it was just original stuff and it was a built-up mystery, the world building, the arts, the aesthetics, everything was as it was known to be? Well, episode 10 is called Angel's Fall, so I doubt it very much. Also, into 2021 now. This show ran for quite a while longer than I thought it would have done. And no, before we carry on, you're not having trouble seeing my face. It's because I'm in my nan's house. There is no proper area to record up here with good lighting. The only light is behind me, but if I do that, then it's just going to like shine and constantly like bombard you with light, which means I have to block it. So yeah, I've tried to turn around because like the armchair that I'm on doesn't face the opposite direction. It's once again an issue. So don't worry. You can always at least look at the video itself.
Come on.
Which is right here. So yeah, it's even darker right now. Oh well. Let's see. We've got more guests as well, so don't worry. You get to look at the profile picture of KW, for example.
Hello.
So yeah, should be fine. And yes, I mean the back rooms are. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, because the lighting. That's it's not actually.
You look like you're in the back rooms. Oh dear God.
Yeah, it's not actually this yellow when you're actually in the space itself. It's just because of the way that I'm like blocking everything.
Also, I kind of found out the voice actor that I really like was in My Street playing as Ivan. I was really shocked.
Oh, of course, Lucinda.
Yeah,
I remember that voice very well.
Yeah, I was just looking at at the voices on like the descriptions and whatnot, and I saw the name Killing Goff. I'm like, oh my god, that's Funtime Freddy and Glimmer Freddy from FNAF. Oh god.
Oh, I didn't actually know that. I know Kellen off from My Street. Like, it's
Yeah,
like,
he's
oh,
in
yeah.
FNAF
Oh,
and some
that's
anime. Other
several
video games.
voices from My Street. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was. I was shocked too. Like, oh, Cal, that I should have known better because his voice does sound like Funtime Freddy in like in not Dolphin Tale, a Mermaid Tale. And I was like, so I was like, holy cow!
Yeah, but yes, Kellen Goff in My Street. Did you not? Okay, I feel like I have the opposite like reaction because like, whenever I hear like Kagi or someone or somebody in a different project, I was like, oh hey, that's Kai or Jean from My Street, and it's like because I watched that first, so maybe that's why. But yes,
Yeah.
there's a lot of well-known voice actors who have been in My Street over time, or it's subsidiaries, I guess. I don't know what you would call it. Anyway, let's actually get a head start before William self-promos too hard and I lose my entire audience. So without
Right.
ado, on with the review.
Girls, you and I against the world.
Okay. Every time I see that same 2 years after the series started, and still Viara has not managed to master rendering the video out first so she doesn't have to track everything and then move at different speeds when the camera transitions. You know, that sound effect works really well when someone's arms are flailing. It doesn't work when they are basically static.
Jesus
How dare you change my clothes without my permission?
Oh my goodness.
Like,
Okay, so from what I remember from last episode, we just had like a whole distressing situation where there was like another battle, and there was another time when she was being hunted for being the Ultima. And this is her concern now. Pretty sure that's a huge tonal shift from last episode. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna bear with me for a second because it's been a while. I'm just gonna. Oh wait, didn't she end up like in the Nether as well? That was another thing that happened before. Okay. Oh no, she escaped, but then she was like. I think she might have turned someone.
Oh.
Yeah. So. Oh wait, no. She comes out of the Nether. She talks to two people, and then she like runs and collapses. And yeah, her clothes are indeed different here. However, question that I have. But a better question, like, why did you change her clothes? Because actually, it makes sense because she was banged up and filthy, and yeah, you want to clean her up a bit. My question, of course, is why does this character like have that style of clothes in general? Like, what is this character's nightlife like? That's the question right now. Anyway, and also by the way, all the characters being again noseless actually makes a lot of sense here. This series started in Gacha Life. So it converts over. It starts like a month after the Mutant Girl, so same.
I didn't know Killing Goff was in My Street. Yeah,
Mhm.
me either. Imagine until I look at it.
Oh my goodness.
Did you?
Via, calm down! I didn't do anything! Ah!
Yara! Stop! He didn't do anything I did.
The thing. Okay. As much as I like have a disdain for this series now, when a visual gag works, it works. I gotta give it to Viara here.
Pandora, you're okay. I'm so glad to see you again. I thought everyone is under a spell.
I think there's someone you'd like to see more than me.
Huh?
Hey Via, it's been a while. Listen, I want to apologize for what happened and...
Oh god, her eyes are gone. I was going to compliment the voice acting here, because
No.
actually that performance was like really good.
You have nothing to apologize for. I should have been more careful.
Gee, am I not gonna get an apology?
At least he took
Probably
it well.
not. Who knows?
Oh, hey, I just know it.
You're holding my hand for a long time. You can let go now. Oh, of course. It's like one of those, isn't it? Mm-hmm. She pulled a rosy closey note. Yeah. If at least it was only for a few seconds. That has happened before in here. But yeah, my goodness.
Why are you guys wearing armor?
Don't think we don't know what's going on everywhere right now.
What is he doing?
I do not know. Maybe he's shy or something. I don't know.
This feels like it's like edited by Blackjack. There's one of our friends, fellow Gacha tuber, also at one point edited a Fallen Angels video, so you will eventually get to see that. Well, not the full thing, but there was one scene. There was two scenes actually in two different videos edited by Blackjack, and we don't call her anymore for those, because that particular, it was like everyone's face, like just they could not stay still at any given moment. They all had to pull like a facial expression every 10 seconds, and it was always something incredibly cartoonish, did not match the tone whatsoever. Yeah. The disappearance of eyes is basically for when someone is either irrelevant to the story or there is no emotion in her eyes. It's a style choice. Yes, however, in this situation, two things are wrong with that. One, she's the main character, therefore always relevant, and two, her emotion was clearly like intense happiness and relief at seeing this person alive. So neither of those work in this scenario. Also, I mean, the beauty of this production, the Viara VA, I literally didn't know it was the work of Viara until you said it just now. Okay. Admittedly, from what I understand, Viara actually evolved went into other like later projects that are way better put together than this. Just unfortunate that the things went down in this direction. Although as far as like the beauty of production goes, Viara did always have that. I've said, like, at least as far as the visuals go, apart from some front facing and definitely side facing elements and some traced art which Ghost identified. So some things aren't standard, but like other than those things, I do appreciate, especially like how experimental Viara was at this point. Can't really give too much credit about the story. Unfortunately, that's where things still fall apart for me.
Whatever. If you're planning to go anywhere, go without me.
What? I thought you were a warrior.
Of course, it's the penultimate episode, so we have to have anime flashbacks.
Yeah, what happened with your plan to protect everyone?
I was pushed into a portal. I can no longer fight.
What's the point? I can't even protect myself.
How about...
Did I notice a cameo in Gacha Club? Doesn't surprise me.
Oh, we change that then.
Huh?
I can train you starting today, without a problem.
Are you for real? You would actually do that?
Of course. What are friends for, am I right?
Okay, the tracking's getting a bit better here.
In that case, let's get you ready.
It's showtime!
This feels like we're going back to episode 1 now, because episode 1 was already Viara training with these friends, or at least the imposter versions from before, and then also going into this like place where she actually met, I can't remember the character's name anymore, in this simulated reality, which is what you saw the first time she was actually stabbed, was actually in that game world. Do I prefer the other episodes? Oh, immensely. Yes, that's what I keep saying, that this series just gradually got worse and worse over time.
The world
as for right now, not too bad a start. Okay. Right. Okay. So several questions. I'm going to
I
guess
have
that
questions.
I'm going to guess that some artistic liberties were taken at this point, namely that these characters can't actually fly, considering we have seen Viara fall off a cliff at this point, or almost do so. So yeah, I think that this is because of the Cloud9 jumping or walking thing. So it's not. So I guess we don't take this at face value. Okay. Oh, that being said, singing the song diegetically also kind of implies that at least something similar is what's going on. I don't know. They feel like you're a big fan of the music videos like Queen of Mead and Queen by Lauren Gray, the vids for like Fever Dreams nowadays. Haven't seen those, but given Sapphire Wings, I can imagine. This is what I mean by creative visuals, like that, like no one thought to put in, that puts in 3D renders of these particular things. I don't know where these came from specifically, but it is still just a fun detail to have. It probably isn't even that hard to actually include something like this if you have access to them.
Right.
But regardless, hold on, is this song original? It is? Oh, hold on. If the song is original, I have a complete different set of judgments to go by. Let me just check that. Not that I don't trust Josh, but just gonna keep let's see.
An original song, eh? In Gacha? Who would have thought?
Okay, so we have some soundtrack credits in here. Funny music, a weird thing. Then we have a song credit from that likes to use the song from the Fat Rat and Alexa, and then a few other things as well. So which are definitely just more background music.
Well, the dragons are cool. They feel plays a little in the 2D animation. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that is true. In an earlier episode, actually, we did get a 360 camera in live action, so we have seen actual humans in this too.
Oh, what? Okay, then.
What? Yeah. So, hate to burst your bubble, but I did just look it up. The song is called "Rule the World" by the Fat Rat and Alexa. It is not original to this series. It is licensed to this series, but not originally composed for it. So, yeah, Ben 10 Omnifax strikes again, everyone. KW, you won't know about this, but basically a while ago, because of how Restream puts the comments on screen and Josh used to give facts and trivia, we started calling him Ben 10 Omnifax, and then and afterwards Ben 10 misleading facts when we found out that there would be the facts would be contradicted immediately. So yeah. Okay, well, I guess one of them just died on its own. That makes the training easier.
Wow.
Always been the same. Yeah, no, that doesn't work here because I was gonna say if it was an original song, I was gonna judge how well the lyrics fit to the situation. Because if you're gonna compose something first for the series specifically,
right,
you can make it match. But then hold on, but then you actually also, if you're doing just sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second.
It feels like a music video for sure. We just
yeah. If the lyrics are already composed, then you can't really do that exactly. Some people that will, when they choose their songs, they'll choose something like at least matches the tone slightly, or they'll choose something that actually they just a song that they wanted to include. Depending on how you do it, it can sometimes work.
Now you're here, the journey's uncharted, everything will change. You know we rule the world. You know we rule the world.
And then, of course, there's sometimes when the tone, when the mood in the visuals changes, but yet the song goes, "Rule the world, yeah, everyone's happy." See, what should have happened is she should have like if you're gonna have if this music drop is gonna happen anyway, and the beat trails off, could just have Viara have a change in motion like in time with that part rather than the end of the chorus.
Right.
I will guide us home.
This is how you know it's based on early Gacha. A hair change.
What is happening right now? I just saw swirling magic.
I think that was a distracted healing spell. And that's it. No second cross to round it off. Okay.
Oh god.
And we're back to the other tracking. Okay.
You.
Okay, nice detail with the tail wagging. I like that.
You look good. Good. Yeah.
Thanks. I picked it out for her.
Whoa, Via, you look like a warrior now! I can't wait to see you in action!
Same. I just hope my magic will be good enough to stop your eyes from going red.
What?
No?
I thought pretty much everyone figured that out. Wasn't there like a huge attack at one point and all of their friends discovered everything? I'm pretty sure I'm remembering that right.
Well, obviously. Who do you think helped Kim?
I see.
Oh, so she did end up almost turning someone. Yeah, I knew I remembered that correctly.
But don't worry. Once this all is over, I'll turn you back. Promise.
Oh, so she wasn't a... I just realized two things. So one, she wasn't as an before. Again, it's been a while since I watched the series. I forgot that wasn't how she originally appeared. However, I'm just going to leave this on screen for a few seconds. Take a look at Kim's character here. See if anyone can spot the issue that I'm going to point out right now.
Oh no.
Do 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 do.
It's Jeopardy time, folks.
Yeah, can you see what the issue is? And the character to the left of the screen also has this issue as well. The exact same problem.
I think so. I think I have an idea, but I'm not 100% sure. I could be possibly be wrong.
Go on. Would you like to solve for all the marbles?
So one of the issues I have here in this scene particularly is the pouches.
The pouches?
It looks weird. I do not know the character's name, but the purple hair girl, she has like these like satchels or pouches, and it just looks really awkward on her.
No, it's not that. It's something way more obvious than the pouches.
Okay.
It's something that objectively should not be the case at the moment.
Oh wait, is it the ears?
It's the ears. Yes, the characters have 4 ears.
Oh god, not this again.
Every single time.
Well, actually, I was hoping if I could stay like this.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, I love how they both say like "what" so like casually, but yet it still knocks her away.
I actually like it. All that pain was definitely worth it.
Well then, that settles that. You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
That's
This is of course what people say. You know, it was an advantage that but what happened to people being converted later in my streets, because that way they survive for longer.
the spirit. Let's go then.
Right. See ya later, girls.
Aw, they look so happy together.
Stop that.
Two characters sharing a scene means they're a ship now.
Oh dear God.
Meanwhile, back at the plot. Oh wait, these heroes were actually called Shadow Knights. Yeah.
My lord, Lloyd was sent to investigate like we planned. I'm waiting for your next order.
Let it be for now. We shall not worry about such a world just yet. Deactivate the portal's ability. No one shall come in or out anymore. We cannot trust these humans.
But, my lord, your knight is outside that portal. What if he decides to return?
Are you disobeying my orders?
You dare defy me?
No, sir.
Good. Return to your duty.
There's another thing I do like about this series, that there's an attempt to play with different perspectives. It does help with like the custom backgrounds and how how that gives at least a few of the options. Not all of them work this well, but this one does.
Yes, sir.
It really is just all in the story where this falls apart, rather than other stuff. Oh, and okay.
You let her escape.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. We had her.
Idiots.
What was
Not emotionless.
that?
Doesn't count.
I say we go by my plan.
And what plan is that?
Yara has feelings for me. If I go to get her...
Yes, green-eyed werewolf, I forgot. Alright. Hello, Maya. And goodbye, Maya.
Oh no.
Hello, Maya.
Oh.
Goodbye, Maya.
Bye.
Hello, Maya.
You good, Maya?
I
you
don't
good?
think so. This has been going on for a while now, actually. Just trying to join.
No.
I haven't heard the sound again. Oh, here we go. Another one.
Oh no.
2 Mayas. Oh god. Stop. Ah! There's two of them. There's 2 of them, and neither of them
What is happening? Oh my god! This made me laugh and cough at the same time, jeez!
I think she's trying to connect on 2 different devices, and that's how this is supposed to work. I don't know.
Oh god.
Well, I guess we'll continue.
I can easily poison her and get her here.
What are you planning on doing?
You'll see.
Deal.
For the small transition. Oh, there we go. Why ain't it working? I don't know.
Told you. You're not that bad.
All thanks to you.
I mean, all thanks to you. You were a warrior in the first episode.
All right.
I
I suggest we change before we catch a cold.
Agreed.
Yes, hola.
I'll be back in a bit then.
Don't be late for the second round.
Catch a cold in this heat? I don't think you will.
I won't, promise.
Yara. Help.
Remember what I said about the side faces? Yeah.
Oh, what?
And look at the eye. Look at the eye. That's what's happening. He's poison ivy. And I have no idea what that was. I guess.
What?
I guess Fiara was patient 0 for the antidote. I don't know.
The heck?
Viara. They're coming. He's next.
Lloyd.
Oh, okay. So, by the way, there's a comment on this video that said that part of this got a copyright. If I had to suspect which part it was the part that uses the same Final Fantasy style music that Emerald's Secret did and When Angels Fall in this episode called Angels Fall.
Who was last with him? Stay here and rest. Lloyd!
You are late.
No. What'd you do to him? Where is he? Where's Lloyd?
With Ayla, having fun.
Oh, that's Shadow.
I've already lost so many people. I cannot lose him too.
That's why I can never keep track of their characters, because they all keep dying. This is the same cliff that we already saw, by the way. So remember, the characters can't.
No.
Remember, the characters can actually fly.
Ayla, please. Don't do this. He has done nothing to you. I'm begging you.
Oops.
That was anticlimactic. You know that Aphmau built up this music and only actually delivered on the fall during like the actual final, literal final note of the song.
Oh.
Well. Oh, also nice. You did the first episode of the redesigning series. I'll watch that after this video ends. This stream ends. Oh, not this, because we've got another episode after this.
Right. No! Bye-bye!
There's the thumbnail. It's gone eerily quiet.
Hey everyone, Viara here. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more. And please make sure to check the description to support these amazing people who voice acted and helped me to make this episode. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
I'm sorry. What you just ended like? Okay, I get it. Like that's.
Hey, it's an okay cliffhanger at the very least.
I've seen better. I've seen better.
Yeah, I said okay. It's mostly like at least it means that this time Viara has to follow through with whatever happens, rather than.
It just feels so anti-climate, whatever I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like if it went too quickly. I feel like with the ending.
Yes, because the music was not integrated properly. Like if you see like the scene, like if you've got like actually once you get to Emerald's Secret, you will know what that scene is in reference to, and how much better the music fits at that particular point. It's basically like night and day.
Bro.
Oh, hello, Mai. How are you?
I did it. After like 15,000 years, I actually did it. Hi.
Yes, you did.
What's up?
Welcome.
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm not coughing a lot, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm happier than usual with these episodes, because actually the other ones were just kind of borderline egregious as far as the amount that was inspired by Aphmau and how it just came out of nowhere and hijacked the series, and how he had montages to like introducing entirely different people and then adding them to the old cast, and then apparently there was a lot of people who were possessed and in a dungeon, which I completely forgot about. This time, at the very least, it seems like this is what I was hoping for, that there would be a little bit of a cleanup and a little bit of a reunion of all the characters who have come and gone, once they're still around, to eventually lead into the final battle, which will be next time, complete with the usual Viara details and experimentation. So actually, for a late episode in Sapphire Wings, it actually is not that bad. It's probably in the neutral area. Of course, I would say that, but that's what I think for right now, because I mean, I'm not infuriated and my head isn't hurting, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
But now we'll see together how it all ends with Angel's sacrifice. Not an angel.
Oh, sorry. I was Rico's Kitty saying, she said, I only recognize a few characters.
Yeah, yeah, no, right. You've been here for most of the reviews.
Okay, listen. Hear me out. Hear me out, my guys. Okay, so on God, I don't trust Gacha Life or Gacha Club to even please me that much, but I have faith in this one. This one, I got a little bit of faith.
I'm sorry, you make Gacha.
Don't know why, but I got a little bit of faith.
You make Gacha stuff. How do you not trust it?
Oh, I don't know. There are some Gacha tubers out there that just they're not bad, but yeah, they're not bad, but they need improvement. I have faith in this one, which is something I don't have a lot of. I'm excited. I have faith.
I really don't.
What's up, Imagine? How's it going?
Well,
cliffhanger. It wasn't a really good cliffhanger. It was just like, meh.
It wasn't set up properly from a production standpoint. Weirdly enough, Viara actually managed to succeed more a thing storytelling wise for once than production, which is normally the other way around. Okay, we'll see if that faith was misplaced or not in the season finale, Angel's Sacrifice.
Previously on Sapphire Wings.
Hey, Via, it's been a while.
What's the point? I can't even protect myself.
How about we change that then? I can train you starting today, without a problem.
Deactivate the portal's ability. No one shall come in or out anymore.
I think this is the last time on Sapphire Wings that we've actually had by this point. I don't think any of the other episodes opened up like this. What is interesting that this seems for a season finale, you think it would wrap up like everything that happened in the season so far, but it's only the previous episode that we just watched. This episode title is Angel's Sacrifice. The previous episode was called Angel's Fall. Yes.
But, my lord, your knight is outside that portal. What if he decides to return?
At least you're able to edit.
No!
At least you're able to edit the footage into what feels more like a proper trailer, rather than, you know, I will say this, rather than the last time on the Mutant Girls and Fallen Angels that Ed and I have done in the past. This does feel like it either provides new context, or it actually, or it at least it tries to up the emotion from before. It's fortunate enough that the foundation is at least a little bit stronger now. Maybe that's why the other episodes weren't included, because that episode before was written to work with this trailer. I don't know, or was that the accident?
Yo, my guy literally got dissed. Me personally, on a personal level, I'm not taking that disrespect. I will grow wings, fly. And oh my god, that girl is getting denied and recycled.
Hey, it's called Sapphire Wings, so could happen.
Viara, no!
Facts.
There you go. Yeah, the front view consistently seems to be better received than the side views a lot of the time with this series. Which again, they've gotten better, but I still remember the almost disembodied singular eye at one point that still haunts me in Ghosty to this day.
Arrow! Please! Not you too!
Damn.
Oh, well, his mistake.
Yeah, stepped up the performance there, honestly.
Fact.
And you never get that chance. Never
Damn
works
you
that
all.
way.
Why must you be in my way?
Viara! Get away from me while you still can! Fiora! Rise!
Okay, since when can he do that? That's never happened once before. Oh, a Guzhang. Okay. Insert personal bias
Yara.
immediately.
You have been through troubling times, but you cannot give up while everyone is still fighting for you.
Oh my goodness, so we have a force field of a cat, and then a divine being with a filtered voice comes in to help.
Oh gosh.
Jeez.
Bro,
Okay.
every single good character that I just met just got like boondoggled right in front of me. That's pretty crazy.
What are you defining as good character right
totally
now?
honest.
Because you've seen a trailer of them. You know nothing about them on a personal level.
Yeah, bro, they looking mad good right now. Hear me out, bro. They looking mad fine.
Okay then.
Aha. I feel like that might be. You know what? I take back what I said about personal bias. You're the one who has that.
It's over.
Because he's getting Irene vibes from the unknown person.
Why? Just because it's a divine being with a voice that sounds similar to the main character but filtered, whose face is obscured and talks to people through via force fields in the middle of them in a battle sequence? Just because of all those things that I just said? Wow.
Because of I can't protect anyone. Listen, I cannot fight for you. This is your battle. Right now.
We don't even know who you are, so yeah, we weren't expecting
Right.
you to.
Now, at this very moment.
Facts on God, we have no idea who you
Okay,
are.
so at this point, okay, KW, you might want to cover your ears for this point. Okay, season 6 talk here. So when Irene appears in season 6 and actually does her best but can't fight for her, she's been established at least. She's had her mystery appearances, and she's had a connection to the villain before. She's been built up for a long time. This person just sort of appeared out of nowhere right now. Again, VR is missing a lot of the essential context and steps for most of the Aphmau references here. And they just keep on coming and just inserting themselves onto the story, which is why we end up in this mess in the first place. So yeah, okay. All right. That's my
It's a
signal.
small world after all. It's...
There you go. I think you sang the same song last time as well.
I think it's just now my thing now, I guess. I don't know. I just like doing it.
Also, could have been better seeing VR's much experience with making views rather than tweening. But potentially, that part I can't say for certain, like either way.
Your friends are fighting for you. Who are they to finish your story?
The ones who haven't changed.
It's on you to decide what will happen to both you and them. So, what are you going to do?
Remember, you
You're
have
right.
to be the main character.
I can't just let them give their life away like that. I'm going to save them.
Very well.
What? Did she
All
summon
right.
the Master Swords?
I don't know.
We'll be right back, guys.
Okay. I feel like you could just ask to have the barrier deactivated. You don't have to slash and waste your energy, but yeah, sure, okay.
When I say views, I'm referring to front views, side
Yeah.
views. Yeah. Okay. And you can imagine that. I also think this series would benefit off of subtitles.
There were a few
Probably.
scenes early. There were a few scenes earlier on where it was subtitled but not voiced, and now it's voiced and not subtitled. Potentially, I've had the same thing said about the Mutant Girl, depending on the particular part and the mic qualities of the people involved.
Yeah. Yeah, like Mrs. Dysart from the early days. Oh god, I could not understand anything she said.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, this is how you do a gacha injury right there. Actually on the part of the body that got affected. Take notes, every gacha tuber ever.
Where did she get this much power all of a sudden?
Yes, exactly.
You!
Bye.
You're behind this, aren't you? Where's Viara?
Pandora.
Okay, it does feel like different people might have edited different scenes for this, just because of sometimes with the lips moving versus not, sometimes with more perspectives and not, or maybe not, but I'm not sure.
I don't know, you idiot! Last thing I remember is her kicking me into the wall.
She must be with Loy Pan.
She tried unlocking her powers after I had blocked it. Why would she use it if she was with him?
She's not the only one who went missing. Aurora ran away before we managed to make a plan.
I feel like you need to move away from your microphone. You're peaking it slightly, but otherwise good performance.
Who was you? Why? Why would you do this? After all the kindness and love we've shared with you?
Pandora.
Seriously?
Because green eyes.
You are so selfish!
Pandora!
What?
All of us here are lost and worried. I agree what they did is bad, but if we all work together, it'd be easier to get through this.
So Pandora's eyes also change color? Well, this is the last episode. Prepare for that not to be explained ever.
I have no right to ask this of you, but please, let's work together and put this to an end once and for all.
I wanted to suggest the same thing. Arrow means a lot to me.
I know the way out, so let's go.
I'll give you the easy way out.
Oh no!
And here's the music again.
Zyro? What are you doing?
Doing my part of the deal. Working with you.
But you were looking for Arrow.
I don't know who this is, but it's not my brother. Now go!
Brother?
Go!
I don't understand! What's happening?
We should
No
go
one
back
knows.
and help him.
You gotta.
This is definitely the best like running speed that I've seen. Because a lot of the time it's either too fast or too slow.
Keep moving.
Especially when it's zoomed in, which is also very rare.
It's not too late to turn back.
He's already dead.
You are a relic holder. Act like it.
Oh, I forgot relics.
He needs our help.
Every time I say a compliment, it's like, what's gonna mess this up? Okay, the texture of the rocks actually does match the entrance. I would have possibly put them a little bit further to the front, so it kind of looks like the edge was being blocked from the outside too. So it wasn't just the rocks falling from what seems to be an endless chasm above. But other than that, you actually found something that does match, and it looks natural. Okay.
Well, there you go.
How are they going to mess it up?
If we stayed, we all would have died because of you.
Oh, hey, Ghosty, you're back.
Moron! How could you call yourself a friend? You should have been the one in there.
Maybe. Too bad.
Guys, we can still fix this. Dylan has Archie's relic and Viara has Esther's. You know the legend. The two relics will save the world?
Oh.
What legend? When? What? God. Okay. So, in episode 3, there was like a library that burnt down. If there's like some mention of relics at that point, maybe, and a legend there, but like, what? You know the legends, of course. Don't we all? Oh, jeez. Okay.
This is a plot hole. This. Oh
Yeah.
god.
That's right. You need me. But I don't need you.
What are you?
I thought, did he just like rip out his like part of his like his flesh or something? It's like, here, take the relic. And now, if you'll excuse me, I will take my leave. You're bleeding out. I said I will take my leave. He takes 2 extra steps and then falls face down.
You're good.
Dylan? But Viara, don't you look?
I don't care about her. I never did, and I never will.
Oh, snap.
Now what?
We have to get the relic to Viara. The relic itself won't be able to survive long without a holder.
Can one of you not hold it? That rule has been established, so it's possible.
This isn't over.
Oh. Are you sure about that?
How did they like? Did they like converge from different locations? Okay, and the barrier was still in effect.
You did an amazing job today. I'm proud of you.
It's all great, but can you all like move away from the cliff?
I'm
I'm
sorry,
fearful
Via.
of you.
It's fine. He was in our way anyway.
Oh, and now she has become the second unknown. Which, by the way, this character's name is unknown. Literally.
Oh,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, they've been friends since like the beginning, but now I guess she's assumed the same version as her. Yeah, okay.
The relic won't hold like this forever, Via. We have to, at least, extract its powers.
It will be fine. I'll find a way to keep it alive.
Here, let me help. I'll set the spell.
No!
Wow.
Get away
Jeez, you're welcome for bringing it to you.
from it.
I just wanted to help with the spell.
Like you helped me?
Huh?
You locked my powers, Pandora. How could you put a spell on me without asking me first? I could have saved Lloyd and Arrow if it wasn't for your stupid powers!
Alright, Viara.
Ah, so she's a Razorhead.
Calm down.
No! Last time she sent me flying from the balcony and I needed a whole month to heal!
Yeah, but Wait.
You know, at one point, actually, there was an imposter of Pandora, like in the first episode, and one of the other characters who might have also been Kim. I think that was actually the reason that Viara was in the library with Unknown when it burned down, and then the whole rest of the kidnapping arc started with her, which eventually resulted in a montage, which eventually resulted in her being revealed to be the Ultima, which eventually resulted in this training arc, which eventually was this. So when I say the series has been all over the place, I mean it. But yeah, if that had been the imposter Pandora, this would be a really good point to bring that full circle.
Right. Why are they wearing rifles now? I feel like I missed something.
Yeah, I want to pause here. The Ghosty is right. Yeah, this series does shoot itself in the foot a lot. But okay, this is the question now. Are they going to do that? I paused here. If I press play, is my prediction going to come true? If it does, I will take back a large portion of the bad things I've said about this series. Let's see.
Lloyd? What happened to him?
Oh, we're talking about Lloyd. Okay, I was about to be like, if Pandora says something like, wait, that part wasn't me, and bring that whole thing, but no, never mind.
Oof.
Viara, what happened to him?
He was pushed off the cliff. Pack your things. We're going to Lunaria.
What? Why Lunaria of all places?
It's the only backup place we could...
Wait, hold on.
Happened to him.
He was pushed off the cliff. Pack your things. We're going to Lunaria.
What?
And
why Lunaria of all places?
Yeah, sort of. Sort of like half of her hip face to the table. Kind of.
It's the only backup.
That used to be a catchphrase of mine when I was in a drama club, and it was because for some reason, like everyone would try and like put like an imaginary table in their particular scenes, and then while they would be working on it in improv, they would forget about it. So I would always like whatever character I was playing, I would always end up being like the person who's going, "You walk through the table," and then like eventually they started doing it on purpose so that I would just keep on saying that, and it was like a whole in real life meme.
And this is why I have an in progress script for episode 1 of my own Sapphire Wings series. Ooh.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. Sometimes, sometimes you just like really like have the desire to rewrite the stuff that's presented in front of you. I had the same thing, particularly with Lion Gate and Aftermath, because of how much of a missed opportunity they present like all the time. Then again, Lion Gate was wrong on a foundational level, so that's a bit more tricky. But regardless,
Purple Hair Girls pupil flares was kind of goofy.
Maybe.
Place we could get the information from.
Let me come with you.
That being said, VR's hair, as he does. Speaking of purple hair, VR's hair looks very different now in the hood. It's almost like it hasn't been getting enough sun.
After all, that place was my home.
You can count on me too.
It is. That's what I mean. The worse the story is, the more you want to rewrite it yourself.
All right. We're going tomorrow.
Here's one essential difference between this and Emerald Secret. Actual use of potions on the good guy's side.
As soon as the sun starts setting.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed that, because there's no more episodes.
Wow! Just gonna leave it like that. Just gonna. Wow. No, I feel like there should be another scene or two, but oh no. What? What?
Yeah. I'm looking in the comments to see if anyone is actually talking about this. Yeah, they're talking about like a lot of the editing and tweeting stuff. There's someone mentioning all about the animation and voice acting. There's even somebody who commented in Spanish and talked about that's been following the series from the beginning, and that and that there's no words to describe the fanaticism and admiration towards this series, which is all great and everything, but no one seems to be like, where's the next one or anything to that effect. Oh wow, I was talking about the kamexri time at the beginning. I think that's now been recommended underneath this review in the recommendations on the video. So I need to caption that, because that is very. Oh, and then immediately underneath that is Celebrity High by Not Zoe, which has been on my list for basically like a year at this point. Just never got round to it. Yeah, I am VR the maximum level of editing. Like I was watching TV and not YouTube. So yeah, all the good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything like anyone talking about the next part of it? Like, because it definitely is completely unfinished. But yeah, nothing.
Yeah. I do not. That cliffhanger for this, again, season 1 finale. I don't know if it's canceled or not, but it just feels again anticlimate. I feel like they should have been like 1 or 2 more scenes to amp up. Like, get excited for season 2, since we're probably gonna do season 2 before you got. I don't know if it's canceled or not. I don't know.
I mean, are we? I'm gonna look on the channel itself and see like what comes up when I look up the word Sapphire on the VR channel itself. Okay, so yep, Sapphire Wings. Yeah, Broken Friendship real trailer. Blah 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 blah. Bunch of trailers. Oh wow, VR did a pregnant meme in Gacha Studio. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I don't. What?
Oh, hold on. There's a previously on Sapphire Wings, but comedy. I feel like I feel like we should just play that just for the sake of providing a bit of levity. But yeah, there's nothing here really about anything apart from Enchantment 7 seems to be mentioned here. But yeah, nothing specifically seems to like tie that to Sapphire, at least not in the text itself. Maybe it's the sequel. Maybe it's like one of those things where the actual name is different, which is actually what happened to, sorry to bring this up, KW, Taming the Bad Boy. It came back for a second season, and it had a different name for it, which I've forgotten now. Everyone's forgotten it. It was a terrible choice on Shorty as far as marketing goes, because the people waiting for Taming the Bad Boy Season 2 are going to look up that specific search term and not this new thing. And it was not mentioned in the descriptions or anything. That's what it was. So, yeah. Okay, where is that video? Oh, come on, where did it go? Yeah, so nothing else came out of this, it seems. So not only did everything of interest before the last couple episodes end up being essentially canned or not talked about, but even the stuff that was deemed worthy of a trailer ended up as unfinished. Okay. I mean, if it just turns out that it's like a long time before the next upload comes out, that'd be one thing. But I'm pretty sure I've heard from different places that Sapphire Wings is over. Okay, so pros and cons, I guess. In fact, you know what? I'm going to read what people have been saying in the chats, because I think a lot of people have been saying their own pros and cons in here that kind of just sums this up.
I see Imagine's pros. Camera angles, panning, dollies, voice acting was a big plus. Lighting and story was superb.
I feel like you've only watched the last couple of episodes. I feel like if you watch the whole series, that would be a different story entirely, I'm afraid. The writing does need a good spit polish.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly, yeah. It's strange because, like, obviously with voice actor stuff, you have to have a script. So I kind of like have the same excuse of, oh, this wasn't planned before. But I don't know. And sometimes the side view is a little whack. That is admittedly less of an issue now than it was before. It is good to see that part of the evolution while the story. It's like an inverse proportion. The more the visuals get upped, the more the story takes a swan dive. Except for these last two episodes where it's sort of like it's gone from rapid decline to just kind of like petering out.
Mm-hmm. I feel
so,
like
yeah.
the story, since I haven't really seen all the other episodes, I feel like the story-wise was not bad, I don't think, for the last two episodes. I think it's just, it felt like it was a bit rushed for me. I don't know like what's happening behind the scenes, but I just feel it's a little bit rushed. I feel like the cliffhanger should have been longer, and I feel like take their time with the story with these episodes. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just curious, what even was the first Sapphire Wings episode about? The first ended up being told a story to how it started. Yeah, so the first Sapphire Wings episode, which I still remember quite vividly, it was one where we first see Viara swinging through the trees, actually, and then descend next to two of her friends, one of whom was Pandora, the other one might have been Kim. I'm not actually sure. At least that's what we think. then they send her off to this simulation area where she actually meets Arrow for the first time. When she like joins in this sort of team warrior event thing. They face off against each other, and then eventually they meet up in real life. I think that might be the next episode, actually. But then how in the middle of that she discovers that was all a setup in order to meet Arrow in the first place. Which, if the ultimate thing had been planned from like later on in the series, I would have said, "Oh, that was actually some great planning ahead." I really did. Like, yeah, either way, it seems like it was like a setup, and then afterwards, that's when the whole library stuff happened in later episodes. Only for her to get kidnapped, I guess, because they found her in real life almost immediately. So, admittedly, still not perfect at that point. I do remember more the 360 live action blend, an experimental attempt more than the specifics involved. But at least then the story, even then it felt like way more unique than just having all these elements that just kept on getting progressively more and more Aphmau-esque as time went by. So yeah. Versus, I think it was only the reviews for episodes after episode 1. I think I did like 1 through 3 the first time. It was only after that where it started to decline for me, and I was like, okay, wait, what is going on here? What is going on? It's kind of like what people say about Star vs. the Forces of Evil, where the first 2 seasons everyone praises. I haven't seen the series myself, so I'm just repeating third party. But it seems like the first 2 seasons are the ones people regard as being the best the series was, and then immediately season 3 started making some really odd choices, changing the whole setup, introducing rapid concepts that really were not given enough time to breathe, or hints that just seemed kind of almost thrown in, and then afterwards became much more of a more shipping focused. Which, yes, Sapphire Wings at the beginning did have some teasing between Viara and Arrow, because he's a boy and she's a girl. Can I make it any more obvious?
He's a boy, she's a girl.
I've been making that reference for years. I love the fact that I can reference specific songs, appropriate situation, and you like most of the time actually pick up on them. I am so happy about that.
I grew up listening to a lot of music. Okay, so like I know I know what I know.
Yeah, fair enough. So for some reason, I don't know why, but it was actually my dad who first introduced me to Avril Lavigne, which is a weird thing because I don't know.
But
I don't know how that happened, but yeah.
Yeah, I have seen actually some of Star vs. Forces of Evil. Like I think actually like the first 2 seasons, and then when I watched the 3rd season, I just kind of stopped watching it because I just didn't enjoy it as much. So I don't know basically what happened in the series, but I just knew I was stopping watching it because I'm like, this is not good anymore. I'm just gonna watch something else.
Yeah, it got a little weird. It got a little wild. Okay, so I guess case in point, this feels like what that would have happened. So I guess I invite anyone to check out the series to see where everything all began.
Definitely.
Maybe Anna doing that, watch the first 2 episodes again and be like, okay, what could have happened at this point? I suppose some people must have already done that because they've already gone to rewatch and rewrite the Sapphire Wings itself. So yeah, there's definitely some potential for people, even like in this very chat, to make something that is better. When's the next review going to be since Sapphire Wings is over? Well, tomorrow actually is when 5 years later begins anew, because that was when the first 3 episodes of season 6 started. So I will be over on Twitch for the most part. I'll probably leave a VOD on here at some point, but most of that, most eventually focus on. I need to put something out on YouTube, that's for sure. But yeah, so that's where my main focus will be tomorrow. I'll be starting earlier and probably finishing later because that's just how it goes. But yeah, I think maybe that could be a good day to post the Diaries Revival thing if I have time to finish editing that.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Not season 6.
Yes, season 6.
Wow.
We're in the final stretch now. We stand together. But I suppose that will be in the future, so please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. I subscribe to us already. And also check out KW and of the original series in the description. And on that note, until next time, farewell.
Bye-bye.